So what should I talk about today? Most people, when they're recording, they have some sort of plan, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to plan stuff. So basically, what I look at, what I do is I like just look at the news or something like, hey, what's going on today? And let's see. Apple has already run out of their new iPads for Friday delivery. What are they talking about? Should I go and buy the new iPad? It's got a 4-core processor. Quietest core. It's a Asus Transformer Prime, except it's different. Oh my god, that resolution. 2048 by 1536. That doesn't make any sense. How did Apple decide that's the resolution they wanted to go to? Because obviously it's double, so that means it's exactly double. But 1920 by 1080 is like the best you can get for a big monitor. Like, I got a freaking 23-inch monitor. It's 1920 by 1080. Because 1080p is full HD. But full HD isn't that great. You know, on my fucking 55-inch TV, it's 1920 by 1080. Which is great, you know, when you're fucking 12 feet away from the screen, but, you know, like, I got this monitor right here. It's a 26-inch. Well, this way to this way. 26-inch. That's 1920 by 1200. That extra, you know, that extra little bit of pixels down at the bottom makes it so much usable. You know, obviously, that 1536 would mean I'd have fucking 300 more pixels vertical this way. Vertical, horizontal, vertical. Fucking 300 more pixels to use. 1920 to 2048, that's like 120 pixels, 128 pixels to be exact. This way, 128, you know, this video right now is only like from here to here, that's 640. From here to here is 480, so 120 is like from here to here. You know, that little bit right there is like 120 pixels, 120, 240, something like that, you know. Oh my god. eBay, they're... I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. $2,799 is what they're going for. Like, who was even selling them? They don't have them yet. They don't... Fucking... They're fake. They're not even real. There's no such thing as an iPad 3 yet. You know, in a fucking week, there will be an iPad 3. Well, let's see. What is the date? Does it say it's going to be released? March 16th. That's Friday. So today's March 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. It's a Friday. I got $2,799. $2,800. And that's for the 4G 64 gig model. Which is retail like $800. So it's $2,000 more. You know, every time people talk about the economy being bad, I look at the next Apple product being released. If the economy is really that bad, then these idiots don't obviously understand it. What are they gonna do with a resolution of 2048 by 1536? What are you gonna do? It's not just how how good it is, you got to think about how big of a picture fills that resolution. If you compare the file size of a video that is 1920 by 1080p, 1080p, to one that is 720p, which is 1280 by 720, compared to one that is, DVD, which is technically 720 by 480, you're talking 4, 5, 10 times difference in size. So one that is 1024 by 768 compared to 2048 by 1536, obviously the size is going to be double if you actually want to fill that size and not just, pixel resize the pixels, which would then, it would look exactly the same. You're not going to get as crisp of a picture if you're actually having to interpolate, or whatever the fuck they call that. Interpolate. Whatever. There's that word where that means like basically doubling the pixels. So like one pixel's this size, so to make it, they just make it kind of blend in with the pixels around it. It's kind of like if you take an LCD that has native resolution and then you lower the resolution. All it really does is takes the same exact resolution, the full size resolution, and just kind of makes the pixels a little bit bigger, which makes a blurry picture. But so let's say like you had a game like Angry Birds and you wanted to make it full resolution for that screen. You're talking, the character animation for the bird this big. If it wants to stay that big, all of a sudden you're talking about a picture that's double the size. It's actually 4 times bigger because it's double this way and double this way. So, every single pixel has got to be twice as, double the size. So, an app that would be like 30 megs, all of a sudden is going to have to be 60 megs. Unless all of a sudden they switch everything to run in vectors, because then the vectors can just, resize whatever without having to pixelate. But they don't do that. The systems aren't designed to, ray trace and pixel, vectors and stuff. So they use bitmaps, which is like you actually draw the picture and then they save it as a file, and then they just render that picture, and then if you make it bigger, they just take that picture and just expand it, which ends up with a crappy picture. All my point is, a 32 gigabyte one of these is not as good as a 32 gig. You're not going to be able to get as much on it. Especially, and then you talk about the camera being twice as better. Well, you know what? That's great. Now, a picture that on an 8 megapixel camera, which I guess has got 8 megapixel, like the same as the iPhone 4S. You're talking a standard picture is probably 3 megs. Well, before it was only a 5 megapixel camera, so a picture is probably 2 megs. So, 100 pictures before would cost 500 megs. Now it's cost 800 megs. So the same amount of pictures is 30% more, 30% bigger size. But you're not getting 30% more storage. That's retarded. What else is there's going on right now? Russia protests, drawing the line, Sarah Palin. Stocks rise. Can Obama control gas prices? How? No. John Carter lands Disney at top box office with 9.8 million is not very good for an opening movie. Supposedly the best movie ever. Mayor make it right homes built in lower 9th ward. I don't know what that means. Undefeated Baylor wins Big 12. Ricky Rubio has torn ACL. That sucks. Ricky Rubio was awesome. About 800,000 in the U.S. have Alzheimer's, live alone. Coney 2012. NASA mission to Sun is a life's dream for some. Oh, God. I want to fly straight into the sun and burn up. That would be so cool. Let's look at a different subject. How about technology? Apple runs out of iPads. Coney. I don't care. Glancy's Vakari gives SXSW so blah blah blah. Dell seeks edge over iPad with business-friendly Windows tablet. Unless it's got Windows 8 on it, who cares? Windows 7 on a tablet is not going to compare to Android or iOS. Sun sends another cosmic burst in our direction. So, at hacking contest, Google Chrome fails to third 0-day attack. Ford unveils ultra luxury 2013 F Series Super. How is that technology? Oh yeah, that's good. The new iPad to replace my Xbox? Ha, fat chance. Says who? Slash Gear. Who's Slash Gear? Yeah, I should go to that one page again that I was at a couple days ago. What was that called? Apple? No. What was that? Banana? I can't remember what it was, but I thought it was so funny. Soda Head. Yeah, Soda Head. Yeah. What's your favorite kids / family movie from the 90s? Oh my god. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kindergarten Cop. That was funny. Gaga's upset about biopic. Are you? What's a biopic? Let's see, what does it say? Lady Gaga might be the most popular person on Twitter, but she's only 25 years old. Does she really need a biopic? She doesn't think so. The Born This Way singer finally responded to the news of Lifetime. Oh my god. What's the overall vote? I want to see the overall vote. I don't care. Who's the best child actor over the past 30 years? Child actor? I think the kid on the boy kid, not the white boy kid off Modern Family is pretty good. I like him. Coke and Pepsi changing caramel coloring to avoid cancer warnings. Are you concerned? Yeah, that it's gonna taste bad. The Lindsay Lohan back to red. Rihanna ditches blonde wig, and which celebs should stick to her natural color? Natural color is overrated. This isn't natural. It's unnatural. It's underrated. Can a pure can a pill cure racism? Does it kill you? Does it kill racists? Then yes, it can. Maybe it makes you colorblind. And then, because everybody's all like, tolerance, but that's stupid. It's like, I tolerate the idiots on TV. That doesn't mean I like them. Tolerance and tolerate does not mean like. Acceptance is a different thing. Tolerance. So when people are talking about races now, it's like they all want you to tolerate them. But I think the old way of thinking, which is that everybody's the same, is better. Because honestly, I don't fucking care. You're all the same. If you're this color, or if you're this color, or if you're this color, whatever, who cares? You're exactly the same. Why? Just the fact that your grandfather's grandfather was from this country, and my grandfather's grandmother was from this country. Who cares? I'm from here. You're from here. If you're from here right now, and I'm from here right now, so what? The world is small. This is the same world. We all live together. It doesn't matter if you're from, if you're over here in UK and you're over here in Canada, if you're over here in Mexico. Who fucking cares? I don't think you are any better than you or me. Racism is just stupid. It's just discrimination for no reason. You know, if you personally hate another person for a personal reason, that's different. It doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter what race they are. And because they are a certain race, that shouldn't mean that you shouldn't be able to hate them. You know, it's not like if somebody comes over to my house and punches me in the face, I should be like, oh well, it's a black guy, so I'm okay with that. If it was, I probably deserve to get it. You know,